What's up, everybody? My name's Cole Wright, and this is the Three Wiggle Show where we talk shop, always go for it in two, and never, ever three putt. First, thank you guys for being here and supporting the show. If you don't know, Mondays we release an episode of our weekly wrap where we discuss the previous week and professional golf, talk about who won, who lost, who's trending, and then we give our predictions on the upcoming week as to who we think will find themselves in the winner's circle. Along with that, we will have guests on from time to time to talk about their life, their businesses, their experiences and journey in golf, as well as some of their successes and things that they've learned along the way. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So with me, I've got my guy Spencer. Sentry was this week, first week of the year, first week of golf, kicking it off right. And like you said a minute ago, it's the Hideki show.
Yeah. He went bonkers. Put a new putter in the bag this week. I don't know if you
saw that. I heard he brought 4 putters to Hawaii.
Yeah. The putter that he ended up going with, like, my best way of describing it looks, it's not quite a center shaft, but it's basically like a center
slightly
shaft.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly off. It's like you hired Scotty Cameron to build me the putter that I use whenever I go do mini golf.
Yeah, for sure.
And make it a Scotty Cameron. That's exactly what it looks like almost. It's not as big and bulky. It looks like a Scotty Cameron, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the shaft alignment that he got. And I mean, dude was hooping. So
yeah, it was
whatever
working for him.
Yeah.
They were talking about that. His putter's typically been his Achilles heel, but I mean, this week, obviously not the case. And other weeks when he won, I heard that when he won the Genesis last year, he was, I think he was third in putting that week. But the crazy thing about that putter, it was like, obviously it was a blade, but it was like a triangular prism. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Like coming down into, where the shaft connects to the head. Yeah.
Yeah. Super bizarre.
Strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess it worked.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, he just torched the golf course. I mean, I thought, a couple of years ago, whenever Cameron Smith shot 34 under, everybody, and obviously, I mean, that was the record at that time, but I mean, 35 under is just insane. And the course was like 7,600 yards. I mean, the fairways are wide, but still like
they're wide. And it's somehow, it appears that like 90% of the tee shots are somehow running downhill.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, you need the winds to be like way up high to kind of guard that golf course. It seems like for those guys. I think even with the heavy winds, your winner's still going to be right around 20 under there, which is, that's wild.
Yeah, for sure. I picked going into the week. I had a buddy text me. He just straight up asked me, like, who do you think is going to win? And I didn't realize he's in this like little private golf league that he does. But I was like JT, like he played well through the fall. He was coming up, and obviously, I'm a JT fan. But he played well. He shot 10 under today. He shot 63 today. So that was, it moved him up the leaderboard, but a little too late on the push to try to get a W. But yeah.
I went.
Did you have anybody in mind?
So I'll go during golf season sometimes if I happen to make a trip across the border on a Saturday. That's whenever I'll usually bet some golf. Majors, I'll, throw a bunch of stuff on like the Wednesday night or something like that to have some fun.
You don't have to.
Yeah, well, whenever they get everything set up on the apps and whatnot,
right.
That'll be a lot more convenient. But I found I have more success when I wait till Saturday. Just because
when the field's cut in half.
Know. Exactly, you kind of cut the field in half, and you kind of can see what guys are trending in what direction. My big hit on the weekend was Ludwig Enneberg. I got him at minus 105 to be top 20, and I think he ended up like top 5.
I think.
Yeah. I mean, that guy. They said so. I didn't realize he had such a bad knee injury last year, and so now he's kind of healthy from that. And so I
torn meniscus.
He's gonna light it up this year, I think.
Yeah, I'm expecting him fully to win a major in 2025. I mean, the guy is just so elite. I mean,
very, very good.
You don't get to top 5 in the world not winning a major without being that incredibly good. So,
exactly.
We'll see. Willie Zeke, he was another guy I was looking at.
You could see him back playing.
Yeah, I know, man, and he's put on some weight, which is good. Hopefully that reduces how hard he has to swing the golf club to minimize his back issues, because I mean that's just torture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Doing what we do.
yeah,
We're
for
doing
sure.
what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I heard so he shot 65 in his opening round, which was the lowest round he's had in a PGA Tour
Long
event
time.
thus
Yeah.
far. Yeah. So that was good to see. So I'm hopeful too. I mean, that guy, when he came onto the scene, he was clipping top fives in majors left and right.
Yeah. I mean,
About won the U.S. Open, and
he could
so
easily have two of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. The
Very
Masters
easily.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, he lost that, the PGA to JT in a playoff, and that U.S.
yeah,
Open,
yeah,
his putt just ran the edge, and, who was it that won that one? Matt Fitzpatrick, I mean, made an incredible par there. That bunker shot that he hit was,
yeah.
out of this
145
world.
yards or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was nuts.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And then also the last two guys I wanted to touch on was, so Bryce Garnett. So he's a local native for me and
Yeah.
you up in the Northwest. Most sticks. T48. Obviously, he won last year, so that's why he was able to get to the Sentry. I'm just so happy for the guy, man. He's so he's on the back end of his career, and
Yeah.
to get that win and to be able to extend it and just create more opportunities for another year plus. Was huge. So I was excited to see that. And T48 is nothing to bat an eye at. I mean, that was an elite field down there. So,
Oh yeah. Which, I mean, he was like top half of the field, I think, or top half of the guys that made the cut at the players last year. Which,
yeah, right.
that's the toughest field in golf. I mean, that's what most PGA Tour guys say. That's your toughest field.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
I
I
mean,
totally agree. Yeah, totally agree.
great to see that.
And then Colin, man, another just close, but not close enough.
Yeah,
And he
I
did
think
everything right.
yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of good golf from him this year.
Yeah.
It looked like, today for him, he's probably got 3 holes he's going to look back at and be kicking himself. He 3-putted twice early.
Middle at front 9.
Yeah, and then, didn't get up. He didn't get up and down for that birdie on hole 9, which, that's a hole that, for that caliber player, you got to be birdie in that par 5 out there. So, yeah, for him, he's probably looking back at those 3 holes and kind of kicking himself a little bit. But I mean, what did he do? Go out to a 5 under 67 or something like that today? I think 67 is what he got. So
yeah, yeah.
I mean, most states on tour, you offer a guy 67 before he tees it up, he'll probably take that and run.
Probably take it, run. I saw Max Homa tweeted it. Did you see what he said?
Yeah, 67s are no longer good.
It's 2025 and 67s are no longer good. I mean, that's the truth, man. That just shows you how good the highest level of professional
really
golf
good.
is, Yeah. Guys are coming out of college and ready to compete and win, and that wasn't the case pre-2000. Tiger changed a lot of things, including how you play the game, but also that you can be ready to come out and play the game, at 22 years old. So, yeah, man,
so
I'm hopeful. What's up?
You're a big Max fan, right?
I love Max Homa, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of his changes? He went to.
I think it's great. I like the Lululemon.
Yeah.
I don't like the Cobra change. But
Cobra change.
You can wear the Puma shoes, but I mean the Puma and Cobra, those come together.
Yeah.
But I get it. He got paid some money and he doesn't care, right? So
exactly.
Sucks to see him go from Titleist, but at the end of the day, man, I'm a Max guy. I'm a Max fan, so it's cool. And honestly, I'm hopeful that Lulu will put some good content together of him and Minwoo Lee.
Yeah, I think they will.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, maybe they pick up their golf gear stuff. Yeah. It seems like everyone loves Lululemon. So,
yeah,
I guess, hopefully guys with their women as well, because all the women love Lululemon. So.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, absolute facts. That was my first thought. I was like, I can't think of Max's wife's name, but that was my first thought. I was like, and her closet's now filled with Lululemon. I mean, it probably was before, let's be honest, but
whatever she wanted it to be filled with.
Yeah, right. All right, man. Let's move on. Let's talk about next week. Sony, Waialae, shorter golf course. I mean, it's definitely tighter. It's a little tougher, but just over 7,000 yards. Who you got in mind?
It's kind of lame, but I'm gonna go with Colin Morikawa again. I think
he's hungry. He's hungry and he's playing well.
And he's playing super duper well, and he putted it really well this week. I mean, he had the two 3-putts today, but other than that, it seemed like he had really good control. And was just seeing lines pretty well. So, with him being confident with those irons, like he was there 3-4 years ago, I think it's just a matter of time. So I'm going to pick him again.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to roll with Hideki. I think he's going to run it back to back. He's won there before. And I mean, it's not uncommon for guys to win and then clip another one in the following week or two just because they're on a hot streak, and he just set the all-time 72-hole scoring record. So he's obviously striping it. And if he putts anywhere as decently as well as he did this week, he's going to have a chance to contend on Sunday because his ball striking is just that good. So,
okay, pick me a dark horse. Who's a dark horse for you for that one?
Okay, let's go with Chris Kirk.
Yeah,
Chris Kirk won the Sentry. Won the Sentry last year. Didn't do a whole lot the rest of the year, but he's down there. He said he's won. So give the old dog a shake. Yeah. You got a dark horse in mind?
Yeah, I'll go Mav McNeely.
Okay, he's coming off
recently won.
A dub.
Yeah, he won recently.
First win.
I wouldn't say that I'm like a huge fan of his golf swing, but it's working.
Yeah.
He wants to do nothing but hit cuts.
I know.
But I listened to a podcast with him, Smiley Show. I mean, if you don't like Smiley Kaufman and you're in golf,
get lost.
Get lost. Wrong with
I love him in the booth, by the way. I think he does a fantastic job.
That's one positive thing for sure for golf right now. A negative from today though, NBC only had the production on for 2 hours. So unless you have the Golf Channel, and unfortunately, fortunately I do.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't have that,
Right.
You couldn't even finish this golf tournament. It's got to be more accessible for people. I hated that. But yeah,
and the worst part is I'm pretty sure I know for sure the Sentry is a signature event.
Yeah.
It's the first event of the year and it's a signature event.
Yeah.
You got to have the entire final round televised for everybody to be able to have access to it.
Has to be. Yeah.
End of story. Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't agree more, man.
That's a little
all right. Well, we'll see what's up with the Sony this upcoming week. You're taking, who'd you say you're taking?
I'm taking Maverick McNeely.
You taking Maverick McNeely? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see. Well, I thought you said Colin. Maverick's your
no.
dark
I'm
horse.
taking Colin.
Colin's your hard bet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, cool, man. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for this episode of the Three Wiggle Show. Just to give you some quick updates on what's coming through the pipeline. We do have a couple guests that will be pushed out here in the coming days. We've got Brecken Williams. He's a former pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He owns a Better Than Most golf medals. He played his college ball at Mizzou, and so he's doing this now on the side after his pro career. And then also we've got Corey Wooten, NFL defensive end for the Chicago Bears. He owns a golf simulator in New Jersey, so he will be on the show coming soon. And then we've also got Ray Farnell, who's a PGA Tour caddy. He caddied for Harold Varner for a long time, I think 7 or 8 years, and then Ricky Barnes before that. So I think he's got 19 or 20, 21 years on tour. So we've got some really good guests coming on the show for you guys. So stay tuned. Spencer, you got any final words for this show?
No. Glad to see golf back.
Yeah, facts, man. Facts. All right. Well, we'll see you in a week, and thanks for watching, guys.